Shaboy say, stay tuned. There's a Gavaldiga podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a Gavaldiga Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Shalom Uvrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Rabbi Goodman, the Rabbi Emeritus of Yechezkiel Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. Our holy Torah was written by God, predating the creation of all existence. Unlike anything written by man, as Hashem's word, the Torah remains a relevant, timely, and accurate model for every moment, for all time. Believing this to be reality, though, seems to take emunah and bitachon. But why should this be so? One of the most successful kiruv efforts in the world is Eish HaTorah, founded by the legendary Rav Noach Weinberg, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha. Literally picking up kids at the kotel and introducing them to their faith, Rav Noach's most effective approach was an evidence-based curriculum stressing proofs of God's existence. Evidence? Proof? Rav Noach knew that convincing an intellectual secular Jew of his God and his heritage would take a sophisticated intellectual argument. Approaching Judaism from the vector of proofs and evidence is the most direct way to align with different people from different backgrounds. The more we learn Torah, the more we find impossible to refute evidence that the Torah had to be written by God and could not have been written by man. That the Torah could still be relevant 3,600 years later to societies that look and act nothing like the societies of even 100 years ago is one of those proofs. You might also be comfortable with another proof from this week's parsha. I will bring you to the land which I swore to give to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and I will give it to you, Morashah, for a heritage, Ani Hashem, for I am Hashem. Several commentators and linguists note the use of heritage, Morashah, as opposed to a similar word for inheritance, Yerusha. We see the fury and scorn that Hashem heaps upon the nations in Yechezkiel for claiming the land of Israel as their Morashah, as their heritage. It's bad enough that they chose to attack Hashem's beloved people and conquer the land on occasions, but they also lie shamelessly and call it their heritage, falsifying history. According to Sefer Yechezkiel, for this the nations will be disgraced before the eyes of the world. But how is using the term Morashah, heritage, falsifying history and deserving of such a harsh response from Hashem? Over the millennia, nations have repeatedly conquered Israel and banished the Jews. Hashem's very harsh rebuke in Yechezkiel hides just another example of the grandeur of our holy Torah. You see, one can squander away a Yerusha, an inheritance, by foolishly planning or gambling. An inheritance is ownership of something for as long as you own it. But our Torah beautifully explains that Morashah, a heritage, is a holy spiritual concept and therefore meant to last forever. Eretz Yisrael is, and always was, according to our parsha and the promise to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, an everlasting heritage of the Jewish people, regardless of how many times we've been temporarily displaced by those who merely acquired it by force. In fact, there is only one other thing in the entire Torah referred to by the term Morashah, and that is the Torah itself, which is Morashah Kehilas Yaakov, a heritage to the community of Yaakov. Just as the Torah is eternally ours, so too the land of Israel is guaranteed to us forever, even if there are times we may temporarily lose possession of it. But how perfectly this explains the events of today. Take the latest group claiming it to be their inheritance. Their proof is a mosque built on top of both of our holy temples built thousands of years before. Remember, according to Yechezkiel, for this egregious claim, the nations will be disgraced before the eyes of the world. We are living that prophecy today, testifying to the perfect, eternal messages of every single letter of our Torah. And how can you testify? It couldn't be easier. Just like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the share button, which allows you to simply paste the link to this video into emails, Facebook, texts, WhatsApp groups, or your social media of choice. They'll all appreciate you for it, and it will spread our holy Torah's heritage to a very grateful audience.